is not music. It's not.
What's happening? What's happening? This your man Brinson, God Chasers Entertainment. Buckle your seatbelts for line. Vote Christian though. Yeah.
Back in the field with the track stars Ryan Righteous, Sean Tanner, DJ Jeremiah. Make sure you go to audibletrial.com/trackstars and get your free audiobook on us. I'm reading The Purple Cow right now, and 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, or whatever it's called. Those are really good. So get one of those free on us. audibletrial.com/trackstars with a Z. Get a free book.
And make sure you check out other Trackstar segments other than just Line for Line. There's Dissect, there's Noteworthy, and of course the topics. So please go to the website, download the podcast each and every Monday. Follow us on Twitter @Trackstars, Instagram @Trackstars. We need your emails. We need you to go on to the website and sign up for the MailChimp newsletter. Please do that.
Yeah, man. Line for line time. All right, man. Before I say that, man, we are missing out on those dissects, man. Those dissects are very good, man. If you just have something in your heart that you want to share, Noteworthy. I'm sorry, I said dissect. But even that too, dissects. If you got a song that from Christian to secular, whatever you want us to dissect, we'll dissect it for you and we'll talk about it. If you got a noteworthy in you, if you got a question that you want to ask Sean Tanner, Ryan Righteous, myself, or anybody else, please go to our website, trackstars.com. Okay. All right, so line for line time, man. We're gonna get right into it. We got in one corner Future representing Atlanta, and then FEDEL on the other side of that. So we're gonna do Future versus FEDEL today. FEDEL today. All right, so we're gonna get it started. We're gonna go with Future first. This is called I Won. Here we go.
Get the on the dresser just to make that better. Gotta put you in that bitches, now you rockin' Perry-Ellis, then I leave with you. Only cause I believe in you. We get the banging on the walls, just to fit the neighbors out. You in the 12-foot ceilings, ain't just painted through the house so I can breathe with you. I wanna live my dream with you. You say that money don't matter, it's the times and the memories. Now that getting fatter and I know it.
All right, that was Future. I Won. This is FEDEL. I keep saying FEDEL. It's FEDEL. Save My Soul. Here we go.
I believe in what I can't see, that's real faith. Gotta live this, that's it day. God changed me and that's real talk. You hear the world talking, I don't feel y'all. Y'all telling us these lies. Got everybody trying to be celebrities cause they feel famous, they liberty and they in pain. They need relief, they need strength, they need hope. Gotta give them that, but they don't want that cause you told them that. They don't need that, they need lust, can't get enough. They want something that's killing them. But I know a guy who's sick son and he died for our freedom. Yeah.
All right, that was FEDEL. Save My Soul. I Won. Future. Who y'all going with?
I'm going FEDEL.
Future. What you got?
I'm gonna go with Future on that one.
Ciara.
Future.
What you got?
Future. Yeah, I vote Future on that one.
I'm gonna have to toss this because I was not paying attention. Uh-oh. So that's gonna be hard for me. All right, go ahead. What you got, Camille?
FEDEL.
What you got? Toss. What you got, Jama? What's Periscope got? Okay. Twitter. Future on Twitter.
Future took it.
All right. 1-0.
1-0. I didn't vote. I would say probably don't. I was gonna say Future. So, all right. We're gonna go to FEDEL first. Me Against the World. Here we go.
Stuff is a no-no. Cause I know God watching like a GoPro. That's why the whole nation, we on go mode. Ready for whatever, that my tagline. I'ma live for God, call me the bad guy. But my God good, so I'm all good. I got designers on, but they don't make me though. Every day I'm trying to live it out. I'm tired holding, gotta give it out. I'm like,
all right, that was FEDEL, Me Against the World. This Future, Blow a Bag. It sure was. Blow it back, Future.
Words against words.
What you got?
Fidel
Ron?
versus Me Against the World.
Fidel.
What you got?
Fidel.
Andrew. Fidel. What you got? Okay. Maya.
I got Future on that one too.
Ciara.
Future.
What you got?
Fidel.
Yeah, I'm tossing that one. I couldn't understand what Future was saying. Like, that's toss for me.
I got Fidel. What you got? What you got? What you got? Fidel. What you got on Periscope? All right. Twitter has Fidel. What language was that, Future? It was just reversed because he be cussing.
He was just saying the N-word a lot. Every line. I was like, why? Yeah. So, I'm going with Fidel. So.
All right. 1-1.
All right, man. Here we go. Fidel, favorite rapper. Here we go.
Too hard, you need to treat yourself. I'm just doing me, I'm on my me myself. And now I got to, cause all I see is close. These sucker rappers scared to keep it real in songs. I be swagging on these sucker rappers. I might be your favorite rapper. I'm from where I clothes pretty, but I life ugly. Until I found out God died for me. We just pulled up with our.
All right, that was Fidel, favorite rapper here. March Madness, favorite rapper Fidel. Who you going with?
I haven't heard a Future song yet that has not given me a migraine. I don't think it's music. I'm Fidel.
And he from Atlanta saying that.
Future.
What you got?
So I'm trying not to be biased here.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna have to go with Future.
Them streets. All right, what you got? Toss.
Oh.
What you got?
Future.
What you got?
Future.
What you got?
She said that loud.
What you got, my man?
Oh, I'm gonna do a toss up on that.
What you got?
I mean, lyrically, I got to give it to Fidel on that one. I'm sorry.
I got Fidel. What you got?
I'm not gonna live with this type of style, so toss up.
Toss up. You only got one. What you got? Fidel. What's Periscope say? Let's see. Fidel. Yeah, Fidel. What you got?
I got Fidel too.
All right, 2-1.
All right, man. We're gonna do Future first. Where you at? Here we go. That was Future. Where you
That's
at?
what he sound like he need to do. Go ahead.
Fidel. Don't care.
I took an L, but I bounced right back. They count me out, but I like it like that. They be like, Fidel, you don't make sense. Faith in God, it be like that. He said, she said, nah, I'm good. You know what I heard? Nah, I'm good. Trend setting, boy, that be me. I'm just setting trends, representing my king. I ain't cool with it.
That was Fidel. Don't care. We at versus Future. Where you at? Who you going with?
All right, so spoiler alert, right? Coming from mainstream radio, there is a such thing as payola. Future is probably the greatest benefactor of that.
Oh my God.
Why are we accusing people? Now we just lying on people. We don't know that.
I'm gonna go with Fidel.
We don't know that, Ryan Righteous. You can't say that.
We do know that. It's common sense.
We don't know that.
This is not music. It's not.
She know what's going. Gonna come up to the studio. What you got?
I'm gonna go with Fidel on that.
Fidel. What you got? Fidel. Yeah, I don't mind the Future rhythm, like the but he just this is what we have to admit though. This is what we have to admit. I'm looking at you. You need to roll up on here with put the Frenchies down. It don't sound good, right? It's not the appeal of it is that it does sound bad, right? In that part of the appeal, like it's like, oh snap, this sounds so bad, but it's catchy.
Nah,
ain't that part of
for
it?
the people that rock with it.
Thing. I'm not really turn on that mic. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm not really a Future fan like that. Well, I really don't like trap music anyways. I just really don't. I'm not a Future fan like that. In the first round, my vote would have been for Fidel, but you ain't asked me who I was going to vote for.
I'm sorry.
I just wasn't impressed with Fidel like that, even lyrically. I just really wasn't. Not that
The
Future
first
was
one.
so, no, like all of them.
Oh snap.
Sorry, Fidel, sorry. like, even though Future is not a lyricist either, like, I wasn't captivated by FEDEL's rhythm anyways.
Okay.
And then lack of flow just
So
didn't
why'd you
help.
vote for this last song?
It had better
Well,
rhythm.
because the last one,
See, if
the
you-
rhythm caught me, and then his lyrics were
Okay,
good.
gotcha.
But the rest of them, with the exception of the first one, because I did like the first one, I just wasn't captured like that.
How many have we done?
4.
So two out of 4 you like. All right, cool. Where are we at? Where did I stop somewhere?
Yeah, I think that one.
We still got
Where are we at? Did you go? Fidel. What's Periscope say? All right, dude, I don't know what the vote is on that. All right, so what you got?
Fidel.
All right, what's the score now?
1.
3-1. This is the fourth one. Yeah.
3-1.
3-1.
All right, go ahead.
All right, we're gonna do Fidel first. It's called Always. Here we go. Fidel, Always. All right, that was Future. Move that dope. Always Fidel. Shout out to Salt and Pepper.
Sounds a lot like a flick of the wrist.
Oh, they go push it.
Toss up.
Fidel. What you got? Fidel, what you got? What you got?
Toss up.
What you got? Okay. What you
Yeah.
What you got?
It's hard. I'm gonna stick with my man Fidel on that one, man. Future.
Yeah, I got Fidel on that. What you got? Future. What you got? Future. What you got? What's Periscope got?
Periscope is Fidel.
Okay. Toss up on Twitter. What you got?
I'm going with Future.
All right.
Fidel got that one.
Yeah, man. Fidel. That's
Fidel what? Fidel won what?
Yeah.
4-1. How's it 4-1? There was a toss up round?
No, this was the fifth round.
This is the 5th round? Oh, we got one more?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
All right, we're gonna do Fidel. No ceiling. Here we go.
Feel like fall out the worst of all. Sinner boy, a finger boy. I was raised with them killers, boy, and our best friend was them triggers, boy. We gon' see who realer, boy, when I pull up. Like, what up? Oh, I hope that Twitter talking better add up. Boys a bad man, so please forgive me. I heard you die for bad people. I fit the script. Oh, Lord, I didn't know no better. My work still working, ain't getting no better. I need your love, I don't need nothing better. I need your love, I can take their head. I bet he won't say it in face. Pray for me.
All right, that was Fidel. No ceilings. His Future. Commas. Future. No ceilings. Fidel. Last one.
Where's all this stuff coming from? Is this coming from his new album?
Yeah, Dirty Sprite too.
I perused through that joint. It was bad. It was bad.
He one of the hottest rappers out right now.
That's a payola.
I thought it was bad.
It's music for the
You know
streets,
what-
man. That's literally
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It
but
is.
I've heard better.
Nobody's better than
I've heard better him before. I thought that was bad. Like the song with Drake, I thought it was terrible.
Oh, where you at?
I thought that was terrible. So I don't know.
You know what's so interesting about this whole Future situation?
He's terrible.
No.
Why are y'all dancing around that?
No, I know that, but
no, because he has talent. He has talent.
Yeah, but I think the thing is,
He might be able to manage somebody.
You know what?
He can create melody.
You know what's going to shock you? He's from the Dungeon family. That's the shocker to me.
See, but he remember
He's
he
from
stops,
that branch
he stops at 06.
Yeah.
So if you ain't popping 06 or prior, you not
Really?
No, but he's
Ryan
part of the
Gilligan.
Dungeon
08.
family. He's like,
yeah, but he was late to the Dungeon family.
no, but he is like he's a part of the branch of the Dungeon
is,
family.
but he came late. He
Yeah.
wasn't doing stuff when Ryan was listening to Dungeon.
Yeah. True.
That's what
That's
I
true.
mean. Like, is this fair? Like, especially if you listen to the radio, you're so accustomed to hearing these songs. She just said she had memories on the last song. Like, is that a fair?
That's what we got.
comparison?
That's what we got to
winning right
overcome. Yeah, because the bias, I think the bias is stronger the other way because you're natural as a Christian, you're naturally gonna want to support the Christian artist. So that's normally what happens. So what we typically do is we try and find a balance between popular and because
I see.
there's a bias, there's a bias working on both sides. There's a Christian bias pushing you this way, then there's a popularity bias pushing you the other way. So
Okay.
it works.
What
Like
do you think it'd do if it was just strictly unheard Future, like deep album cuts and then the FEDEL stuff? How would it weigh out then?
I think it'll be even worse.
Yeah, because all these was his singles.
It would have been 6-0.
Yeah. These was like all his singles. Like the singles that he picked for.
What we're saying is, even with the extra credit of having popular songs, he still lost our line for line.
Yeah.
So I don't think that would help at all. He may need more popular songs.
I'm just amazed that people let music get to this place. You know what I mean? Like, you're supporting Future. You're listening to these, going to these concerts, these birthday bashes and things like that. Like, you really are into this. Like,
now, you sure you don't understand? Because when we were still working at Radio 1, I remember Young Jock rolled through.
The worst
I remember Franchise Boys rolled through.
The worst we had was Plies.
No,
I think he was the worst.
No, but there were terrible artists back then as well. So you do understand how it happens. You just don't listen to it anymore, so you don't understand why they are liking these guys. But there were some terrible people back then too.
Well, what's happening is that it's going down
to you.
No, it's going down.
To you.
It's going down, and generations coming up under us are feeding it.
No.
Because they have nothing better.
To you, it's going down, but there's been terrible artists since music started.
What are you gonna do when CHH start to sound like that?
Well, I think we came from that. I hope we don't go back to it.
Based off the discussion, we are heavily influenced by that. And so, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna listen to then?
I'm hoping that we were the reversal of what's going on right now. I'm hoping that we came from a bad place.
This is what I think.
Are we now being current within us?
This is what I think. I think you are, if there was a Christian artist that sounded more like Future, you would support it more than you're saying right now. You have a natural bias towards secular music now, which is fine.
Not necessarily.
But you're not being fair all the way. You see what I'm saying?
Not necessarily. I don't think I have a
vote for the last round.
Oh, did we not vote?
I mean, I think it was a wash anyway.
It's a wash, yeah.
No, we voted. We voted. We finished the last round.
We didn't vote.
We didn't vote. We didn't vote.
So you just started talking?
You started talking.
Oh, yeah.
No, I didn't talk to you. Started talking.
Oh my gosh.
Whatever.
What is going on?
Anyway, I'm just saying.
We don't have to vote.
I don't think
it's a wash.
Just go. What you think, FEDEL? What you got? All right. What you got? What you got? Future. What you got?
Future.
I don't remember the songs. What you got? What you got? What you got?
Yeah, Future had that.
Future. I have no idea. What you got? Future. Future. So it looks like Future actually won that one.
4-2.
For 4-2. It wasn't like a 3-3.
Yeah, it's 4-2.
I like FEDEL. FEDEL is dope, man.
Yeah, I like FEDEL.
Yeah,
He's dope, man. He's been in the game for a minute too.
I just understood him more.
Say what you saying?
I just understood FEDEL more. Future.
But isn't that his brand? Isn't that like mumbly?
I think honestly, I think it's the syrup.
Isn't he the evolution of T-Pain? T-Pain was hot. T-Pain was hot when we were.
I think the difference.
And you
between,
dealt with him,
but he wasn't rapping like that. He
I think
did rap.
I think the difference is T-Pain had auto-tune and Future has auto-tune with syrup.
Yeah, but Future sings too. We heard a lot of him rapping, but to me, he's a singer, not a rapper.
Well, he needs to figure that out.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like his melody is what gets him where he is. If he didn't have those.
Wow.
She's saying,
yeah.
It's like he probably was saying, like, you know what I'm saying? It probably was a dope rap, but if he pronounced it more.
But here's the thing. I think he's doing that on purpose. That the sound went that direction within the last 4 years or so, where Atlanta artists started sounding like that on purpose. That is the sound. Am I wrong?
You're right.
That is the sound. That's he's going for that sound.
I saw a documentary about Atlanta rappers. And right now, that sound is like popping. Every rapper sound like Young Thug.
How do we set from English?
Young Thug. To me, that's the epitome of Atlanta. I'm sorry, Young Thug. Like, man,
I know we live in Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
I know.
We're in East Point.
Straight up. Really.
We heard some shots outside before the show started.
But it's just like, to me as a rapper, like, dude, nah, man, Young Thug as a rapper. Whatever Young Thug is, I call him a male, but I'm just saying, as a rapper, like he's not a rapper.
Do you think we just don't get it because we're saved? Like,
no, it's not that, because I like T.I. and Young Thug with All About the Money track, was super huge last year. And that I like the song.
Yeah, but T.I. is old. He's more old school than he is new now.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is when I listen,
is it a Christian thing or is it a young thing?
When I listened to Young Thug and Young Thug was on, whatever, and all this stuff he was doing on the track, it was like, what are you doing?
Sneeze. What are you gonna do?
But I think it's different. I think it's different. I think it is not. I don't even think it's a Christian thing. I just asked that question. I think it's because I understand when I hear J. Cole, Kendrick, Drake. I understand what they're saying.
Yeah, but it's a different style.
Yeah,
the down south Atlanta style is that.
I think it's syrup, man. Honestly, I think it's syrup that makes them slur their lyrics and make them sound that way.
Think about music. Everybody's on syrup. A lot of them. Yeah. It's extremely heavy here down south, but the masses of them are. I mean, at least they promoting it anyway.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why he sounds that way, because I think it's the syrup.
And that's why it's so easy.
Even Wayne started sounding like that.
Yeah, you're right.
To have a rap career, because you could just get on the track and just blubber anything and just sound funny with it. And just catch it in your head.
If it's a nice beat behind it, with a good hook, it don't matter what they're really saying on tracks, people are going to go. If it's turned up enough, they're gonna listen to it. It don't matter what the content is about what they're saying. It's just, that beat was nice and that hook was hard. So I rock with that. And it's like, you didn't hear any of the lyrics what they say. Are you listening to what they're saying?
So are we trying to enforce our style of music on? If the kids are telling you with their money, we don't give a crap about what they're talking about. We want it to sound like this.
That's it.
Are we fighting something that you can't fight?
Yes.
Yeah. If that's what they paying for, and you just like, yo, no, Biggie was the truth. I want to sound like Biggie. They don't want you to sound like Biggie. You see what I'm saying? Like this is what they want.
That ties into the topic of earlier, is being current. Too much of a blessing or too much of a curse. I mean, to be current, I'm not finna make myself sound like a Future or a Young Thug just because that's what's popular. Yeah. That's not me. You have to stay true to yourself. It's not always about what's popular and what's going. You like my brother was saying, it's about what gotten. It's about us dictating to people what's popular. They're not gonna say it's popular until we make it popular, till DJs make it popular, till this person make it popular. You know what I'm saying? Whatever DJ spinning, that's what the kids listening to.
Think about Fetty Wap. Fetty Wap is killing the charts, and he's more Future than he is J. Cole.
He can't rap a lick, but he does good rhythm.
The hooks is what's
the hooks and the beats.
I think Mark made a valid point on DJs. You know what I'm saying? If you look at, speaking for Future specifically, he has the DJs on lock, whether it be in the clubs, on the same people that's DJing in the clubs is the ones that's DJing on the radio. Speaking from what I know based off documentaries and stuff, his DJ Esco, DJs in the strip clubs and on all radio stations in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? And this is his friend that he grew up with. You know what I'm saying? And so that has a really big influence on what he's going. Obviously, he's going to be a lot more biased to Future. So when Ryan can't figure out why Future is popping in these Atlanta streets, this is why. And that plays a big part in it.
And I have a quick question. Isn't this type of music actually kind of benefiting the Christian atmosphere, because you don't hear the diction, you don't hear sex, drugs, girls anymore? Why is it still of the flesh? Why do you still see people with that culture that's still bad, and you don't hear anything anymore in the music?
What do you mean?
So the music, like you don't hear anything.
You hear drugs.
No,
I don't hear anything.
You get those key points.
I don't hear anything anymore. So is that good?
Honestly, all the songs that because when I do line for line, I have to some of them I can't find the clean versions for them, so I have to edit them.
Even
so I'm reading
radio,
the lyrics.
when I hear it, it doesn't make any sense. So
it doesn't,
I don't hear any negativity anymore. I just hear nothing.
But he's still talking about, like, Future is still talking about sex, drugs, and money.
But here's the thing: they can hear it.
Yeah.
You can't hear it because you're not used to it. I think they can.
That might be a strategy and I'm not even talking about strategy like let's sit in the studio and make it as illegible as possible. I'm talking about like demonic strategy, like you bob your head to whatever feels good, whatever sounds good, without it really.
Kids can hear it, because kids can understand if you remember when you were a kid listening to music, you memorized words. Mm-hmm. I guarantee you, kids could rap his lyrics.
100%.
You may not be understanding, but they understand.
100%.
So
you can go.
If you time, they only think it's cool because somebody said it's cool. Like how all things start.
Wait a minute, hold on. You just gave up. You just gave up, like Future, and that's done. No, I mean conversation. Like you normally for the South like that.
Yeah, he's disgusted with Future.
Like he was really over there about to
try and play. He's about to throw up. He was like
no.
Music. Like, he's done.
Wow, that's Atlanta, man.
That is not Atlanta.
That is Atlanta right now.
Right now.
No.
He from Atlanta.
Serious?
Nah,
He is Atlanta.
I can't say.
Since I'm gonna be forced to talk, I guess. So
You know what I'm saying?
The
here's
sound
what I have a
of
problem.
mainstream Atlanta is Future.
I know we're running way over, so I'm gonna say this real quick. I have a problem with music that people turn up at the gas station, that people play out on their headphones or earbuds on the MARTA train, or I mean, like at a bus stop. Like you're playing this awful music, you're mouthing the words to it, and you just want to be seen.
Yeah,
it's
but
no
Ryan,
substance
what
in
You
it.
got to be
happens when
fair.
somebody does that
This is your age talking because I was with you at the radio station. This happened back then. The same thing happened. So you're being a little bit biased. If you're gonna say that about Future, you got to say the same thing about them franchise boys. You got to say the same thing about Pastor Troy,
I just
Tip.
don't-
All the same. It's the
I
same
don't
thing.
think their music was. I don't think their music was
You gotta
that
go down
awful.
the list.
It was. They had
as it is now.
people had the franchise boys were awful. They were awful.
That's why. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I stopped listening to the radio after Soulja Boy was a hot thing. I said I can't do it no more. I'm sorry. I stopped.
Everybody.
When Soulja Boy blew up. It was
Once your generation is done with music, you start criticizing the next generation the same way the last generation criticized us. It's just a cycle. You think it's getting worse?
It's a young man's game.
Old people are like, it's been worse. What you talking about?
It's
Some people think it's been worse when
It was worse when Biggie dropped. That's what some would say.
I mean, it's just the
I
truth.
just don't
so you
like-
just got to be fair. So
I don't
it's-
like-
The Hill Gang was popping.
I don't like seeing bad artists get such a large platform.
Then you should have been saying this when Franchise Boys was up.
Well, okay, let's take a T.I. He wasn't a bad artist. You know what I mean? Like he actually did make good
yeah,
songs.
but you can't pull out a T.I. and ignore J. Cole and Kendrick. Like there's good artists and bad artists all the
and
time.
that's okay. I'm just saying, like, it disgusts me to come from, but this is the thing. I know what's happening. I know these radio stations are being paid.
But it's always happened. It happened more before.
Payola is nothing new, man.
Payola's was the strongest in 2000 times.
Yeah,
Right,
now-
but what I'm saying is, okay, if you were doing payola, for T.I.'s
Rap vehicle. Yeah, that's what they were doing. Like you go rap his vehicle and T.I. do your show.
Yeah, that's different to me. Than
But you're
That's
just
still
picking
Payola.
T.I. What about everybody else? There were some terrible artists out back then. It's not just T.I. You
But
can't just pick
even-
T.I.
all I'm saying is for this guy to be a chart topper, it's ridiculous.
But even if
It's
it
ridiculous. It
even
makes
if
no
Soulja Boy was
I
a
think
chart
the
topper.
song
Yeah, but you know how I feel about Soulja Boy.
I mean, but even if it's payola, it's safe to say that the song stands on its own. Like, let's say if we put out a trash record, and we can't, which would never happen, by the way, but we put out a trash record, and we came up here to Track Stars, we paid Track Stars, we paid Wado, we paid Rapzilla, we paid Jam the Hype, and everybody got it going. Would it catch? I don't think so.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, well,
I mean, I'm talking trash.
Sometimes the song you sing the most is the song that you really hate.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes
Here's the world, and I'm gonna give y'all something to listen to after. There's an NPR episode. I tried to send it to everybody. Nobody listened to it. There's an NPR episode that explains this whole situation. You may not understand how much that payola system, even if it's not just money hand to hand, favors, taking them out to dinner, all that kind of stuff. You have no idea how much that affects what becomes popular on the radio. It changes everything. You could put a trash song on the radio. If what they used to do, and I don't even know if they still do this, but they used to put, if somebody paid for a spot, the DJ would play their song 5 times in a row. If you hated the song the first time you heard it, you loved it the 5th time you heard it because it got into your head. That's how people, they used to break records like that, and they still may. I just don't know.
They do.
Payola
They still do
matters, even if it's not payola specifically. Having money and influence. These people taking, let's just be real, they taking their drug money and they funding their own projects. If you don't got the drug money situation, you're not gonna have the same funding. So if you coming in with weight, you coming in the game with like an investment.
And we thinking it's new. When you see Straight Outta Compton, that's what Eazy-E did.
Everybody admits it that they funded their situations. They
With drug money.
had angel dust investors. You know what I'm saying? Like they had money coming into the situation. We Christian artists trying to scrap and find this and that. That's why it's not working, because we don't have no money. I'm telling you, no matter what you say, you can make anything hot with money. You can make it. You can at least make it get there. It may not stay there, but it will get there with money. So you got to figure out the money situation. All right, man. Let's get back into it. You in the field with the track stars: Ryan Righteous, Sean Tanner, DJ Jeremiah. Let's go.
I'm in the booth eating.